Hey everybody, I'm in a wash right now, and if you guys aren't familiar with a wash, it's basically just an area where sand and water washes down, especially after storms and winter runoff and stuff like that. So lots of sand and rocks and everything else, but what's interesting about it is not necessarily the sand and rocks that are in here, but everything else that ends up in the wash. As you can see, things like beach chairs and a bunch of other stuff. So come along with me. I just want to show you what this is like to be in a wash and see all of our human stuff that is in the world, but a lot of times we aren't necessarily conscious to where all our garbage goes. And this is a good example. It's a good eye-opening perspective to see, all the stuff we're creating ends up either in a landfill or in many cases kind of in our own backyards. I mean, that's what this is. But I mean, it's also interesting to see what primarily is down here. So you find a lot of your typical, cans, fast food, wrappers and containers, and yeah, a lot of it's from just fast, convenient packaging and stuff like that. So that's one big takeaway. That's like, we really need to get away from that stuff because this is where it's ending up. But then the other interesting thing is also this kind of stuff, right? So there's a sweater here. There it is. You see the sweater? There's nothing wrong with it. So it's kind of interesting to be down here and see things like wearable clothes. It's not torn. It literally could be thrown in a washer. It's a little boy shirt. It could be thrown in a washer and worn. There's a jacket over there. There's coolers in the background, and that's a Tefal food something. I'm not sure exactly. Some sort of cooker. I don't know. Maybe a pressure cooker. Literally just walk. There's wood down here, usable wood. I mean, you can find just about anything. You can find building materials. But that's what's interesting, right? Because here I am sitting here, and there's people, just walking on by, driving by, whatever. And I'm just thinking, this doesn't really seem like the reaction to a world in such really an apocalyptic state. I mean, but when you look at this background, that's exactly what it looks like, is kind of that apocalyptic scene and seeing all this garbage everywhere. And it's just the beginning of our future if we don't change our behavior. And just thought you guys would find this interesting too if you haven't been in an area like this, but I'm sure you have something else locally where you see stuff like this. And so yeah, again, that's the point of the channel here, is just to open our eyes to a different way of living and kind of consider changing our own behavior to change the world. So but I mean, we got a beautiful day here, and we actually like walking down here. It's very interesting. In fact, we found some useful stuff in here that we've highlighted here on the channel. Different things that we use. We reuse it if we can. Why not? So it's just weird. You'd think that there'd be tons of people down here, right? Thinking like free stuff. Rather than manufacturing new stuff, why not just use what we already made? And honestly, if you look at the world, this is in one wash. And our landfills and our thrift shops. I mean, how much stuff is already made, yet we keep making new stuff. We'll see if we can all come together and make a change, but yeah, we're just gonna walk around, see what we can find. And the dog's like playing fetch down here. Lily thinks it's a little beach because there's lots of sand. So that's it for today. Just did a little perspective, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. What do we have here? Teddy bear that looks like a real bear. That is pretty creepy looking.
Well, it could be cool.
Yeah, it's just got a lot of mud on it, but it was a fine teddy bear indeed. It's not ripped up. straw? More straws. Don't get rid of straws. We need to keep straws. Yeah, why? So they can end up in the wash. A little bit of Bud Light for you. I got some good buckets here you could use. Can you move, Cuckoo? Move. There we go. Some buckets. Yeah, that's a good bucket. Look at that. Oh, there goes a rabbit. You missed it, Cuckoo, the great hunter. Totally missed. Another boot. Classy. We got ourselves another boot. And another Bud Light. And more for as long as you can see. Let's see. We found ourselves a pillow. Cuckoo likes it. Cuckoo always liked a pillow, huh? When he's a baby, he had a little pillow. Is that like your little pillow? It kind of does look like an angry bird pillow, maybe. But look at it. It's a usable pillow. Nothing wrong with that thing. What'd you think, Cuckoo? You need a new pillow? What do you got there?
It's always the useful
Rain boot.
one boot.
Oh, there's always one boot
We
or
have-
one
we have
shoe.
3 one-boot things.
That's what we find. If you needed one boot, there's a
That's where
man
you
with
get it.
one leg out there. He could have a whole lot of free shoes out here. Or I guess you could just get 2 non-matching shoes and be happy with what you got. What else we got over here? Wood debris. What is this thing? Some of this stuff I'm not sure. It's like a little thing that goes around your waist, maybe. Carry stuff, tool belt kind of thing. Lots of bags, handbags. Any ladies want some free handbags for your collection? There's about 1 billion of them down here. You'd be the coolest gal in town. What else we got? Through the thickets. Here we go. No, it's not more plastic, is it? Oh, what a surprise.
There's another shoe.
What? Another shoe where? I don't see it. Oh, up here. Got ourselves another shoe. Let's see. Was it a totally damaged shoe that no one could wear and they got rid of it? No, it's a shoe in near perfect condition, aside from the fact that it rolled in the wash a little bit and has some sand on it, but if we could find a match, that might be a nice little slip-on. What you think, Cuckoo? Huh? All this stuff people get rid of. Lots of cans, water bottles. There's a trash can right there. It's ironic. Something for the dogs. Tiny dog always finds a tennis ball down here. The Big Gulp graveyard. Big Gulp. Plastic, 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 styrofoam. All the good stuff. Oh, what's this? It's
Oh, hey. Hey, dog.
Big Gulp cup. Big Gulp, Big Gulp, Big Gulp. A shoe. Lots of shoes. Big Gulp, Big Gulp. Plastic bag. Just the bag. I got a weird little. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's from a clock. A little chintzy clock piece, I think. There's all kinds of random stuff down here. I guess you could use that maybe for a craft. I don't know if it'd be sturdy enough for anything else. Having fun, Cuckoo? Digging a big hole? Everybody's worn out already?
Mm.